Alright, well, we've gotten through two. We've gotten through the two obvious ones. And now I have to decide between CL and Cordon. It's taken me a while, aka like 10 minutes ago, to think of who I should go for. And I decided to save the best to last, aka out of those two, my favorite one, who is CL, means that I am going for Cordon's route. So yeah, let's walk them home, shall we? I should have scored CL and Cordon, since they're younger. Iwasaka and Chiyonomiya will be fine by... Will you be fine by yourself?
はい、大丈夫ですよ。いつもリラちゃんと一緒に帰ってますから。ね、リラちゃん？うん、大丈夫。
Gotcha. Well then, I'll take CL and Cordon home.
そうですね。それがいいと思います。それじゃあ、そろそろ帰りましょうか。
Yes.
うん、外暗くなってきたし。みんな、お疲れ様でした。暗いから気をつけて帰ってね。
かわいい看板娘さんたち。これからもカルメラをお願いね。
Grandmother slowly stood up, looking at the four of them as she bowed her head. This didn't happen in the other two routes.
まだ日が浅くてわからないことも多いけど、頑張ります。もちろんです。お兄ちゃんとカルメラを支えたいです。かよこさんも体調がいいときは今日みたいに遊びに来てくださいね。カルメラのメンバーとして精一杯おもてなしします。
ありがとうみんな。また遊びに来たときはよろしくね。
With a gentle smile, Grandmother settles back into a chair and sees off everyone who is going home. Well then, Chisato, I'll leave the rest to you. Oh, be careful when you go home too.
はーい、任せておいて。私の心配までしてくれてありがとうね。
Okay, so, you know, Rich and Rira's routes, while they were cute, they were still pretty boring. And the main reason for that is because there was no conflict, essentially. So surely, right, because the reason being that Richard and Rira already went through their character arc, right? So surely CL and Cordon have their moments, and it'll be less boring, theoretically. Slash Cordon, I guess.
とっても緊張しました。カルメラを長年支えた方だけあって不思議な意見があった気がします。
Really? To me, she's just a kind grandmother who hasn't changed a bit since I was a kid.
私、変な振る舞いをしてませんでしたか？
Not at all. Grandmother seemed happy.
私は優しそうな人だなって思いました。さすがはお兄ちゃんのおばあ様です。
Thank you. It makes me happy to hear such kind words about my family.
あ、そうだ。今日からお兄ちゃんは正式におばあ様の後を継いで店長さんになるんですよね。
Oh. You mean what we were discussing earlier? I'm just going to switch from being the acting manager to the official manager, but that still puts pressure on me. I need to do my best.
頑張ってください、お兄ちゃん店長さん。
It sounds weird when you put big brother and manager together like that. Please just call me manager.
わかりました。普段はお兄ちゃんで、お店では店長にします。
Okay, that's fine. Weirdo. She's not going to stop calling me Big Brother, I guess. Well, that's just how CL is.
でも学生と店長の両立って大変そうです。何か手伝えることがあったらいつでも言ってください。
Thank you. That means a lot.
いえ、これは店長が倒れたら困るからなので誤解しないでくださいね。
Codon looks a little embarrassed. Misunderstanding or not, I'm just glad that she cares. After that, I gradually get the two of them home, chatting the whole way. Manager, huh? I thought that I'd been working hard up until now, but with Grandma's official request, the weight of the world feels different. That word. But for the sake of everyone who works here, I have to do my absolute best. Even though my title was officially changed from acting manager to manager, what I do every day hasn't changed. During the summer break, Caramella is still as lively and full of young customers as ever. Now that I've gone through the two characters that we've already had routes with, you know, now the actual game starts. Seats are filling up.
こんにちは。コロンちゃん、来たよ。やっほー、コロンちゃんかわいい格好してる。いらっしゃいませ。来てくれたんだ。席に案内するね。
Two girls that seem to be her friends have stopped by, making Codon smile even brighter than usual. And her friends seem to be happy to see Codon looking like that. Are they her friends?
はい、同じクラスのお友達ですよ。私も挨拶してきます。
I ask Ciel, who's standing next to me. After she answers me, she heads toward the group.
二人ともいらっしゃいませ。今日は私もいますよ。
When she reaches her two friends, Ciel bows her head and welcomes them to the cafe.
シエルちゃんだ。元気だった？元気。パムちゃんもお家でいい子に元気です。
Unfortunately.
お店でもいつものシエルちゃんなんだね。この前お手伝いからアルバイトに昇格したのでやる気いっぱいなのです。
Yeah, you got promoted from unemployed to employed. Ciel says this as she raised her... Where's the E? Raised her slender pale arms upward. Jesus. The way they spelt rage got to me. Come to think of it, I don't know what Ciel and Codon spend their time at... How Ciel and Codon spend their time at school. I'm sure it's just what wait, I'm sure it's just what I imagine. Okay.
ところでご注文はいろいろあるんだね。おすすめとかあるの？
I recommend everything.
それはコロンちゃんの方が詳しいので、コロンちゃんお願いします。
He says her goodbyes, takes a step back, then quickly returns to my side. It's a nice handoff, but I should make sure that he can explain the features of our menu. Ciel, why don't you talk with your friends, so that you can remember the features of our menu?
お兄
I think she's a bit too silly. It's not impossible. So let's go back to Codon and see your friend and your friends. Codon, since your friends have come all this way, do you mind if I make some recommendations?
朝木先輩。はい。ぜひお願いします。
When I speak to them, a relieved smile washes over Cordon's face, while her friends look at me with slightly bemused expressions. Nice to meet you. Look, I've ran out of jokes for the H in Ogisawa in the first game. I'm not going to be able to come up with anything this one. I'm Asaki Ogisawa, the manager of Caramella. I heard you two are Codon and Ciel's friends, so I came to say hi. I'm sorry if I surprised you.
いえ、大丈夫です。はじめまして、藤本真由って言います。私は板垣成美です。はじめまして。二人からカルメラの話は聞いてました。
I'm happy to hear that. But about our recommendations, we currently have a special summer item. How about that?
メニューのここに載ってるのがそうだよ。わあ、美味しそう。これにしようよ。そうだね。2種類あるから違うのを頼んでシェアしよっか。
It's kind of heartwarming watching their exchange. As students, they might feel the seasonal items are a bit expensive. Yet despite that, they came here together because Codon is here, which makes me happy.
なるほど。限定メニューおすすめ。
If someone who can't decide asks you, I think it's a good idea to tell them about our special menu. Normally, they'd order coffee, so
シエルちゃんもメニューの内容しっかり覚えようね。
remember to take note, CL.
はーい、わかりました。ところでお兄ちゃん、どうして二人をじっと見てるんです？もしかして気になるとか。
They don't have a route, so no. Well, that is... It just makes me happy that your friends came to visit Caramella.
カルメラで働いてるって言いましたけど、本当に来てくれるとすっごく嬉しいです。
So you're promoting our cafe too? Who?
宣伝というか、カルメラのメニューはどれも美味しいし、可愛いお店なので、みんなに来てほしいって思ったのを伝えたのです。 私もなんです。だってこんなに素敵なお店だから知ってほしいなって。
The fact that they say... the fact that they say such things on their own makes me happy. Hearing Cordon and Ciel say that they love the cafe is really touching.
そういえばアルバイトばかりしてるけど、二人とも宿題は大丈夫？私は夜寝る前に少しずつやってるよ。多分間に合うかな。
Wait, hang on. Yeah. I was too used to girl A.
シエルちゃんはどう？宿題終わった？宿題ですか？
I'm not surprised she's a bit clueless, as you could say.
ちょっと待って。何その宿題を初めて聞いたみたいな反応。あ、宿題ってあれですか？夏休みの間にやるという噂の。噂じゃなくて実際に宿題出されてるよね。ちゃんとやってる？ 丈夫です。ほら、夏休みはまだまだ残ってるから。ね。
I mean, yeah. It's not technically over yet.
じゃなくて、夏休みももう半分過ぎてあと数日になってるからね。そうだね。今どれくらい進んでるの？急いだ方がいいよ。そうだね。結構めんどくさいのもあったよ。本を読んで読書感想文書くのとか。本を読む。
I don't think you realize CL can't read.
これ絶対にダメなやつだ。
I'm sure it'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen?
遠い遠い昔に聞いたような気もするんですよね。宿題。
She is a little too quiet that time.
シエルちゃん、儚げな目で窓の外見てる場合じゃないよ。もしかして全然やってないの？はい、覚悟を決めていますが、やってないです。全然どれくらい進んでるの
Listen, I don't know why you're surprised. This was the expected result.
どれくらいというか、全然やってません。
The conversation is leaving me in a cold sweat. Has she really not done any homework?
潔い返事だけど、夏休み中に終わらないと新学期が始まったら放課後居残りで宿題をやることになるかもしれないよ。そうなんですか？多分そうだと思うよ。提出しない生徒は学園でやらせないといつまでも終わらないから。
Didn't you know, CL? If you don't finish the summer holiday homework before the summer holiday ends, your balls will explode. Luckily, you don't have any balls, so you'll have to stay at... The substitute is that you'll have to stay at school and finish the homework.
それは困る。
So it's almost as bad as explosive balls.
困るよね。それに放課後居残りがあったらアルバイトもできないよ。
Yeah, and you'll fall behind in the romance options between the romance rivalry between CL and Koron.
大丈夫です。大丈夫ですよ。お兄ちゃん、夏休みの宿題って。
I know why you're asking him. He's got different homework. Probably. CL seems upset for a change and looks at me with an uneasy expression. I finished my homework early.
そうなんですね。そういうものなんですね。
He's got to set a good precedent as the manager.
普通はそうだよ、シエルちゃん。正直ここまでとは思ってなかった。だよね。ちょっと油断しちゃってたかも。
So, CL, you haven't actually done any homework.
はい。まだ大丈夫かなって思ってました。
But if you leave it until the last minute, you may not be able to finish it all. And then you'll have detention waiting for you.
はい。そうみたいです。そういうものだって知りませんでした。これは急いで取り掛からないと終わらないかもしれないね。
Don't worry, Koron can help probably.
そうだよね。とりあえず帰ったら何か本を読みます。
You have to write a book report. but there are other things too. Do you want me to help?
はい手伝ってください
Oh shit, Ciel's gonna get girlfriend points. What?
すみません朝木先輩シエルちゃんのために
Well, it's important if there's... Well, it's important. If there's anything that I can help with, I will. I didn't think that it was this bad though. Today's work ended without a hitch. I'll just finish closing up and go home. Or at least I want to. Good work today. Now I'd like to talk about Ciel's homework.
はいその話は私もしないといけないと思ってました宿題の話からコロンちゃんの顔がちょっと怖いスマイルはあ誰のせいだと思ってるの私も手伝うからちゃんと終わらせようね
I should have asked for more details. Also, why do the first and second years have the same homework? Right? Richard was, Saki was talking about the book report homework to, it was either Rira or Richard. I don't know. You said that you had the time, so I put you down for a lot of shifts. I'm sorry.
いいえ、お兄ちゃんのせいじゃないです。カルメラで働くのが楽しくて、それでつい。てへ
Fucking teehee.
じゃなくて、宿題が終わらないのにアルバイトに夢中になってるのはダメだと思うよ。
Teehee denanda yo. What? Never mind. Cotton is right. You have to study hard first, then worry about your part-time job.
お兄ちゃんまでそんなことを。
I'm worried about you, Ciel. What if the teacher gets angry at you and you can't continue working here?
それは嫌です。
Right? There are some customers who would be sad if you weren't here, and of course, I'd be sad too.
お兄ちゃんそんな風に言われると照れちゃいます。
When I give the now bashful Ciel a serious look, she quickly changes her expression.
シエルちゃん、宿題はちゃんとやれる？
Listen, I think you know the answer to that.
やれます。頑張ります。
Okay, then I'll help you when you're not working. So let's finish it today. Let's finish it together.
朝木先輩が手伝ってくれるなら心強いです。実は私もまだ全部は終わっていなくて。
In that case, let's do your homework as well.
いいですか？ありがとうございます。お兄ちゃん、ありがとうございます。
And so I agree to help them with their homework. I'm going to have to work hard to get it all finished before summer break ends. It's the latter half of summer break. If they don't push hard, they'll be in a lot of trouble. Plus, I feel responsible for hiring students who work here as part-timers. I may be a student too, but I need to be able to support everyone who works here, including the housewives that work here while you're at school. You know what I mean? Never mind. Ciel and Cordon aren't working today. That's why I left the cafe to everyone else. And I'm helping these two with their homework. They're wearing their school uniforms at Cordon's suggestion to help them take their homework more seriously. Yeah, but you're not in a school setting, so it's gonna cancel itself out.
お邪魔します。久しぶりのお兄ちゃんの部屋です。
Oh. What did I say? The uniforms aren't gonna help. As soon as CL enters the room, she falls straight onto the bed. Hey now, you didn't come here to sleep, did you?
お兄ちゃんのベッドにダイブできるのは妹の特権なので。
Well, CL's gonna be more than a little sister after this game. I'm not sure what CL thinks the relationship between brothers and sisters is like, but maybe this is something she longs for. She longs for the Wincest. Still, it's really not good to just jump into bed as soon as you get to the room. And it's ruining Cordon's idea.
シエルちゃんダメだよ。普通の女の子はいきなり男の人のベッドに寝たりしないから。そうなの？でも私は妹なので、いきなりお兄ちゃんのベッドに寝ても大丈夫なんです。大丈夫じゃないってば。ほら、早く降りよう。あ、カランちゃんも寝たい？それならお兄ちゃんの妹になればベッドを使える権利が。
I don't think that's right.
ならないし、なっても使わないからね。カランちゃんが妹になったらきっとお兄ちゃんも嬉しいですよね、お兄ちゃん。
Well, I'd certainly like having another cute sister, but
朝木先輩まで何を言い出すんですか。なりませんから。
that's beside the point. Sorry, look, we have to start now on our homework or you'll never finish.
わかりました。頑張ります。
Yel sits down in front of the table at last, then pulls her homework out of her bag. The textbooks, notebooks, and exercise books all look entirely unused, to nobody's surprise. Oh, well, this is certainly.
予想はできてたけど、ここまでとは思わなかったな。何から手をつけていいのかわからないよ。
Yeah, I wonder why you don't know where to start. Maybe it's because you've never done any fucking work in school.
数学の問題集かな。読書感想文は時間がかかりそうだし、後にした方がいいかも。
I think so too. I can help with the exercise book. So let's start there. Scope of their homework was a specified set of pages that mainly consisted of reviewing their lessons. Cotton had apparently finished most of it already. Okay, let's get started.
はい、よろしくお願いします。
Saki should have an easy job with the questions, considering that he's a year above them.
私は残りを終わらせてしまいますね。頭が痛いです。数字が襲ってくる。
It's fine. You're doing well.
もう数字の見過ぎで私の目がドルマークになってませんか？
Don't worry. That hasn't happened. Besides, there's not a number that's not a number. And it means something entirely different, something else entirely.
でも半分は終わったよ。シエルちゃん本当は勉強できるんだから頑張らないと。そうです。私は本気になればできる子だと言われて育ちました。
Okay then. Let's get serious now. Listen, I don't think you can afford a break. Okay, well, she did not give them a choice. Ciel lies down on the floor and stretches her body, moving both her hands over her head. She looked relaxed, like it's completely normal for her to be here like this.
休憩するのはいいんだけど、シエルちゃん、リラックスしすぎじゃないかな。そんなことないよ。でもずっと勉強の姿勢をとってたから体が固まって変な感じがする。ガラガラガラーン。
What the fuck is she doing? The line on the floor, Ciel rolls toward me, hitting my crossed legs and stops.
お兄ちゃんです。
Ciel, you need to stop being so cute. I'm saving you for last for a reason, and this is why. She looks up at me, smiling innocently, gazing at her relaxing like that. Wait, gazing at her relaxing like that makes a wry smile form on my face. Oh, yeah. There's no punctuation. I got confused. Ciel, you need to stretch in moderation.
はーい。ほどほどにしまーす。はだはだ。シエルちゃん、今日はなんだかだらーんとしてるっていうか、デレッとしてるというか。
He's just a bit.
宿題しなきゃいけないの分かってる？
He's just a bit quirky, okay?
だってなんだかこうやってみんなで集まっての勉強会って楽しくて。
As she answered, Ciel rolled back to her spot again.
シエルちゃん、宿題を手伝ってもらっている立場なので、さすがにちゃんとした方がいいと思うよ。そうでした。ごめんなさい、お兄ちゃん。
It's fine, but you have to be serious from now on.
はい、頑張ります。
With a double apostrophe. Okay, then. Let's continue. After listening to Kodon's very sensible opinion, Ciel apologizes and sits obediently. Sometimes she gets a little too excited, but Ciel is a good girl. The one thing she always does, though, is mentally replace the idea of being my underclassman with the idea of being my very close little sister. I try to keep in mind when I deal with Ciel. Keep that in mind.
朝木先輩は少し優しすぎます。まあ、そこがいいとこなんですけど。
Am I? I don't consider myself kind, so I'm flattered. If Ciel is going to act like my little sister, I don't think it's worth getting upset over.
そうなんですか。朝木先輩は大人なんですね。
I don't think so. There are times when I get angry, and if you do something really bad, I'll scold you.
でも朝木先輩はいつも穏やかだし、そんなところ想像できないです。それに話していると落ち着くと言いますか。これ変な意味じゃないですよ。
Kodon cuts herself off in the middle of a sentence and waves her hands around in a panic. I didn't take it in a weird way though. Maybe she likes me more than I thought.
シュー。
Oh, Ciel picked up on it. What's that supposed to mean, Ciel?
口笛を吹こうとして失敗したパターンです。気にしないでください。
Never mind. She's just goofy.
シエルちゃん、真面目に問題を解こうね。はーい。こんな問題、私の手にかかれば瞬殺です。
Okay, then why don't you? so that you can go back to being silly again.
最初から本気を出してほしいんだけどな。頑張ってるよ。大丈夫。大丈夫に見えないんだけど。頑張ろうね。
The conversation between the two girls makes me break into a smile. They're trying hard, so it might be a good idea to encourage them with a cold drink. I'll go get you guys something to drink. Tato can probably prepare something. What would you like?
ありがとうございます。はい、何でも大丈夫です。はい、お兄ちゃん、私はミルクセーキがいいです。
I'm sure she can do that.
もう、シエルちゃん遠慮しなよ。
I mean, like, it's milk, ice cream, maybe like to be honest, it's just milk and ice cream. Maybe some toppings, I guess, but you know, not really that much else.
だってカルメラのミルクセーキは美味しいから。
Okay, is it fine if I get you the same thing, Cordon? I'll ask her to make them.
はい、お願いします。その間、宿題頑張ってます。
Alright, Asaki's gonna come back and there's gonna be pandemonium in his bedroom. His bed's gonna be set on fire. The table's gonna be split in half. Both windows are gonna be cracked open. Ciel jumped out the window, is now rampaging through the city. Never mind. Once again, I feel happy that I've made friends thanks to Caramella. But on the bright side, at least all the homework was finished before Ciel jumped out of the window. After that, we keep our focus, taking a break every so often and finish their homework. Ciel said, if I actually apply myself, I can finish these in an instant. And when she actually focuses, she manages to maintain a pretty fast pace. She definitely seems to understand the basics, so the reason that she couldn't finish her homework isn't because she doesn't know how to study, but more that she had a hard time focusing. ADHD. But once she finishes her math exercises, she stops walking. Yell, you don't like physics?
お兄ちゃん、私、思うんです。
Uh-oh.
リンゴが木から落ちるくらいの知識があれば、普通に生きていけます。
Uh-oh. It got staticky for a bit, and then it was fine, and then it went back. Never mind. I'm sure it's fine now. Ciel, what did you say again? I couldn't quite hear you over the static.
お兄ちゃん、私、思うんです。リンゴが木から落ちるくらいの知識があれば、普通に生きていけます。
I feel like all you need to know to live a normal life is that apples fall out of trees. Well, that's one of... I mean, Newton. Huh? So you're starting to completely deny... You're starting by totally denying physics?
だって法則みたいなのが多すぎて、法則そのものが嫌いになりそうです。
I mean, it's not that hard. There's just 3 laws of motion. Right now, the question is about Boyle's law. I think you'll find physics more interesting once you understand it. She talked about apple falling from tree, so I thought they would talk about Newton's 3 laws of motion.
ボイルしたウインナーは美味しい的な法則ですか？
No, because boiled sausages don't taste good. The words sound the same, but they're completely different. It's a law about the states of gases.
ねえね ンちゃんは粗挽きウインナーと普通のウインナーどっちが好き？
I think she's disassociating hard.
私はやっぱり粗挽きの方が。って話をそらさないの。
I think Koron's getting caught up in CL's ADHD brain.
お兄ちゃん、コロンちゃんが勉強のしすぎで冷たいです。それとこれとは関係ないから。
Even CL seems to be getting tired. It's probably because she's been using her brain for such a long time. And her head's so small that her brain must be minuscule, so she's already used up all of the energy inside it. It's already dark outside. As I wonder what to do, I hear a knock at the door.
大木沢くん、お邪魔してもいいですか？夏休みの宿題進んだ？
It's going horribly. The room is on fire. The homework is. Never mind. I can't think of something like the bullshit I came up with before off the top of my head again. Vera and Shinomiya. Really? So you use Rira's first name, but you use Rich's last name. Who are both scheduled to work today poke their heads in. Oh, right. It's already closing time. Thank you.
お疲れ様です。今日もお店は賑わってましたよ。それで、千里さんからシエルちゃんとコロンちゃんが頑張ってるって聞いて、様子を見に来ました。
Well, studying hard might be a bit of an understatement. See, thank you.
庭坂先輩、塩宮先輩。私の宿題はほとんど終わったんですが、シエルちゃんがまだもうちょっとかかりそうで。
He's talking about boiling sausages.
やってますよ。頑張ってやってたんですけど、物理がちょっと手強いです。
Don't growl. Iwasaki and Shinomiya, have you finished your homework?
はい、夏休みの初めの方に片付けておきました。私は毎日少しずつやってるから間に合うと思います。おお、先輩方さすがです。それが普通なの。夏休みの宿題なんて小学校の頃からあったよね。これまではどうやって進めてきたの？夏休み終盤に入ってからが勝負かなって。
Grade A procrastinator. She would pull 3 all-nighters just to finish her homework, and it worked every time. So, why would it be different now? Well, now, everyone has their own way of dealing with things. Don't go silent on me, everyone.
でも今年はもう宿題を始めているので絶対大丈夫だと思います。
This year.
だとしたらそれは先輩たちのおかげだよ。私たちにも手伝えることがあったら言ってくださいね。大木沢くんもつきっきりだったから少し休憩した方がいいと思うんです。ここからは任せて。
Thank you for the extra help. You just finished working a shift, so I know it's a lot of work. Well, I'll take a break. I stand up and stretch. Might be because I was bending my neck forward, but my shoulders also feel stiff. I'm going to make some coffee. Would any of you like some? CL, I think you're already a bit too hyper. Coffee's not going to help much. Okay, I'll make enough for everyone then.
私お手伝いします。5人分だと大変そうだから。
Sounds good. Thanks. And so, I make some coffee with Rira's help. We head back to my room, bringing a lot of sugar and milk for CL and Koron, who don't seem to like bitter flavors.
あら、みんなお疲れ様。コーヒーを入れていたのね。
Chisato jump scare. When we get back, I see Chisato there. Now there are 5 women in my not so very large room. I'm glad he pointed it out before I did. So looking at it, it doesn't feel like my room at all. Chisato, thank you for closing the cafe. I'm sorry that I couldn't come down at all.
いいのよ。みんなで宿題頑張ってたんでしょ。なんだか楽しそうね。こういうの。
Chisato smiles softly as she looks over at everyone.
千里先生も来てくれたし、もう怖いものなしですね。
Don't call her sensei.
千里先生って、もう、なんだか恥ずかしいわね。
I put the coffee down on the table and check my watch. If Chisato has already closed the cafe and is here because she's free, then that means it's later than usual. I should end the study session soon. It's later than when your part-time job ends, so I think it's about time we finish.
私は大丈夫です。お母さんに遅くなるって伝えてあります。私も大丈夫です。家の鍵は持っているので。でも、今日はかなりの時間頑張ってたわよね。根を詰めすぎても良くないと思うし、今日のところはお開きにするのはどう？
I mean, if push comes to shove, I'm sure CL would just sleep in Asaki's bed at the end of the night. Right. We knew from the start that we wouldn't be able to finish it all in a day.
それもそうですね。確かにちょっと疲れてます。
Yeah, me too.
疲れたし、お腹も空いた。
Well, the coffee wouldn't help with that one.
何も食べてなかったの？それじゃ簡単なものなら用意できるから、食べてから帰る？
I mean, to be fair, the only thing CL had was a milkshake and then coffee, so, you know.
リセちゃんとリラちゃんの分もなんだったら一緒に用意するわよ。千里さんのご飯ですか？食べたいです。やったー！食べます。
Are you sure? You just got off work.
いいのいいの。余っているものを使って簡単にね。まかないみたいなものだと思って。
Sato enters the kitchen of the now closed cafe, takes the contents of the refrigerator, pulls them out with a practiced hand, and then starts cooking. We accept her kind offer and decide to have a cup of tea while we wait. But what about the coffee?
今日でかなり宿題が進みました。お兄ちゃんとコロンちゃんのおかげです。あ、それにリセ先輩とリラ先輩もお仕事の後なのに来てくれましたし、嬉しかったです。
You've helped out here at Caramella a lot during your summer break. So if I've been if I've been able to help even a little, I'm glad. If you can't balance school and work, then school will come first, of course.
朝木先輩、そこは謙遜しないでください。私もとっても助かりました。
Have I? I'm glad to hear that. While we're chatting, Sato comes up to us carrying a tray full of food.
本当に簡単なものだけど、少しは満たされると思うわ。
The plates are filled with chilled ramen noodles, a great dish to eat in the summer. To be honest, Nothing that Chisato makes is bad.
こうやってみんなで一緒に食べると家族みたいだね。
Everyone nods at what Rira said.
それだけ距離が近いってことはいいことですよね。みんなに囲まれてると一番年上の私が必然的にお母さんになっちゃうわね。
Don't make Asaki the dad, because that makes me that gives me thoughts that I don't want with Chisato. Because it's never gonna happen. But I don't think you're like a mother. You're more like an older sister who can do anything.
あら、朝輝くんナイスフォロー。そういうところポイント高いわ。
Yeah, but like MILF. I smile at the happy nodding Chisato, and then we all start eating the noodles.
さっきの家族の話、私とお兄ちゃんはいつも通り仲睦まじい兄弟。冷やし中華すごく美味しいです。
CL, your thoughts are wandering while you talk.
でも本当に美味しいです。家で食べるのとは一味違う気がします。もう褒めすぎだってば。この冷やし中華にはそこまで手をかけていないからカルメラの雰囲気が味を美味しくしているのかもね。
Yeah, you know, Chisato just added some MSG. When she makes sweets, Chisato is very confident, but when it comes to regular cooking, she's a bit more modest. She can do anything in the kitchen, which is one of the things I like about her. But clearly not enough to... Never mind it. Since it's already late, we're going home, at least as two groups. Rira and Richa are going with Chisato. I'm taking Seal and Cordon.
朝木先輩、よくこうして送ってくれますけど、大変じゃないですか?
It's been 2 times. Not at all. I stand still a lot at work, so it's nice to get some exercise in.
でも、お兄ちゃんはまた家に戻らないといけないですよね。
Well, yeah.
それが気になっていて、大変なら私たち2人ですし、そんなに危険なこともないかと思いまして。
But I don't feel right with the two of you walking home at night by yourselves.
ということは、もし手強いレアモンスターとエンカウントしたら戦ってくれるんですね。
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah. If anything dangerous appeared, I think I'd fight to protect you.
わかりました。それなら私は後方から支援魔法でお兄ちゃんをお守りします。何の話ですか?
Don't worry, I'm just enabling her tuny behavior. I mean, Asaki is doing that. Well, it's from a game. Actually, I'm not familiar with it either. I don't play video games. You don't play video games, Cordon?
はい、ゲームはしないですね。そっか。コロンちゃんはヒーラーか、もしくはメイド服でドンキ振り回すのもありですね。シエルちゃんが何言ってるのか全然わからないんだけど、そもそもメイド服で武器を振り回すのはおかしいからね。
You sure about that? Just say that to Noelle.
でもそういう職業なので、戦うメイドさんもどこかの世界にはいるかもしれないよ。
Yeah, Genshin.
そんなメイドさんいるのかな?
Who knows?
きっとどこかにいますよ。でもそれより今はモンスターに警戒です。後方支援の準備はいつでも OK ですからね。
Well, I kind of doubt any will appear. Gil seems to hope that a monster would appear on the way home, but I managed to get her home safely. Yeah, she means monster in the literal sense, not in the metaphorical one. Summer break was a month and a half long, and it finally ends today. And we still haven't finished Ciel's homework. Oh god. I stood in the hall of Caramella every day. And each one was different. Wait, what? I stood in the hall of Caramella every day, and each one was different than the others. Okay. This might be the first time I've had a real purpose, where I've had to be so active every single day during a summer break. It's after Caramella is closed for the day, and the usual folks are gathered in the hall. Today is the last day of our vacation. As such, Chisato and I decided to thank them for working so hard. This summer, I scheduled your shifts starting at noon, but you continued to work hard nonetheless. Thank you all so much.
学生生活の特に長い夏休みは大人になると二度と味わえないもの。そんな貴重な夏休みにみんなが頑張って働いてくれたこと、すごく感謝しているわ。
Since Ciela and Koron officially started working here, we saw an increase in customers too. In addition, the seasonal menu was very popular, and sales went up significantly. Thank you so much, everyone.
やったねお兄ちゃん。コロンちゃんと頑張った甲斐があったよ。覚えたてのことも多くてご迷惑をかけてないか心配だったんですが、よかったです。安心しました。ということで、前にみんなに聞いていた好きなメニューを用意しました。それで好きなメニューを聞いていたんですね。あ、もしかしてあの時に全部好きって答えていれば。シエルちゃん、仮に全部出てきても食べきれない量になってると思うよ。
Preparing every dish was out of the question, but this is a special course that comes with a tea set. We hope that you'll accept it as a small token of our gratitude.
ありがとうございます。普段働いていても食べる機会は多くないから、こういうの嬉しい。そうだよね。きっと常連さんの方が味をよくわかってるかも。
They can't eat off of our cafe's menu while they're working. You could say that that's the fate of an employee, but it makes it hard for us to answer when we're asked about how the food tastes. That's another reason why I want to make opportunities like this, so they can taste the food we offer at Caramella for themselves.
私は希望に沿ったものを作っただけ。これを企画してくれたのは朝輝くんだから、店長に感謝ね。そうだったんですね。ありがとうございます、店長さん。ありがとうございます。お料理楽しみです。はーい、さすがお兄ちゃん。はい、本当にありがとうございます。
It's a little embarrassing to receive so much gratitude. This is supposed to be my thanks to them after all. This is my way of thanking all of you for working hard during the summer break. So don't worry about it. Now let's eat. And so we start our evening tea time, also called dinner. While we're enjoying our tea and food and having nice conversations, it's easy to forget that we're sitting inside a cafe after closing time.
みんなはアルバイト代はどうする予定なの？今月は頑張ったからいろいろ使えるんじゃない？あ、確かに夏休みの分はこれまでよりもずっと多いですよね。 まり考えてなかった。今は多くても使えないから貯金するかも。
学生のアルバイトの醍醐味はやっぱり自分で使えるお金が手に入ること。お金の使い方を考えるのも勉強よ。
そういえば欲しかった料理の本があるんです。ちょっと高くて迷ってたんですけど、せっかくだからアルバイト代が出たら買おうかな。
うんうん。普段ちょっと手が出ないかなっていうものを買うのもいいわね。
お金がいっぱい入るならパムちゃんのお家も改築して、パムちゃんが遊べるグッズも買えますね。
Oh,
私もちまきちゃんに何か買ってあげようかな。
that's a good idea. I think both Pamu and Shmaki would be happy with you. What about you, Koron?
私は猫じゃなくてファッションとかそれくらいしか今は使い道は思い浮かびません。
It felt like she whispered a cat, but I wonder why she got all panicked about it. I'm curious, but I don't think I'll ask.
ちなみに千里さんはお給料もらったら何に使ってるんですか？
The shrine.
私私はもう大人だからできる限りの生活費は自分で払ってて、あとは貯金かしら。現実的でごめんね。
When Chisato gets asked the same question, a troubled smile crosses her face. Of course, I also get some money, but I don't have many chances to spend it because I'm a student half of the time. Like Chisato said, it would be a good idea to learn how to use my money. After enjoying our evening tea time, I see everyone off and close Caramella. How's it been like an hour and there's still no CG? To be honest, it doesn't really feel like I'm going back to school tomorrow. It's going to be a while until I open the cafe alongside Chisato. I didn't want my homework to get in the way of my work, so I finished it first. But if I had done it a little bit, I've done a little bit every day, I might better remember what it means to be a student. Man, time just flew by. I mumble in spite of myself while I look at the calendar. I had a great summer break, despite not going out anywhere, or staying up late. It was all thanks to Caramello. A little early, but I should go to bed, so I can be ready for tomorrow. I need to get back to my old habits. Right when the school comes into view, the hustle and bustle of students reaches my ears. Even though summer vacation only lasted a month and a half, seeing everyone again feels strangely nostalgic. I only have the opening ceremony and homework today, so I'll be home by noon. Looks like I'll be able to work at Caramella later today.
大見沢くん、おはよう。
Oh, morning Kanzaki. It's been a while. As I sit down in my seat in a daze, Nana, a member of the class committee, continues to speak in my direction.
夏休みどうだった？どこかに行ったりした？
It was uneventful. Not really. I was busy working at Caramella, so I haven't been anywhere in particular.
アルバイト三昧だったんだ。確かに全然焼けたりしてないね。
She points at my arm, which is still as pale as it had been before the summer started. The cafe is attached to my house, so I don't really have a chance to get under the sun. As I study Nana carefully, I noticed that she's a little tan. Guess she probably went somewhere. You can see that?
お店忙しかったんだ。
Yeah, we had a ton of people coming through during the Obon holidays.
へえ、私も行こうかなと思ったんだけど、なかなかタイミングが。
It's not super busy outside of holidays, so you're welcome to visit whenever you want.
でも一人で甘いもの食べに行くのもちょっと恥ずかしいかなって。
Don't worry, we have tons of customers who come in on their own. Caramella is a tea parlor after all. It's even in the name. So, you're welcome to swing by even if it's just for a cup of tea.
ななっち、おぎさくん、おはよう。なになに、二人で何の話？
おはよう。今日も暑いわね。
二人ともおはよう。別に世間話してただけだし。
Hey, yeah, we're just talking about things we did over the summer, like where we went and stuff. So, where'd you guys go? Following Nana's lead, I tried joining in on the conversation. I noticed that Haruka and Fumie are also a little suntanned.
ちょこちょこ出かけてたけど、海は3人で行ったよ。
行った行った。でもビーチは人多かったし、ナンパされたりとかめんどくさかった。
そうだよね。別にナンパ待ちで行ったわけじゃないからすごく面倒で。
Makes sense. That must have been rough.
あ、でもナンパなんて全部断ったからね。あんな下心の塊、相手にするだけ無駄だし。
Saki doesn't really care, especially since you still aren't in a route.
あれ？でもジュースおごってもらったりは。
ああ、中にはしつこい男もいたわね。でもほら、それだけだから。
Like I said, I don't think Saki really cares. I'm unsure how to respond to Nana being so insistent. It's getting awkward, so I better change the subject. Oh, by the way, we got a special summer menu at Caramella. The weather's still hot, so we're planning to keep it going for a bit. Swing by the cafe if you'd like to give it a shot.
へえ、そうなんだ。ちょっと気になるかも。
じゃあせっかくだし、今日行っちゃう？
そうね。今日はわからないけど、まあ近いうち。
あ、チャイム。ホームルーム始まるね。
あ、うん。じゃあ席に戻るから。お店にも今度行くね。
It makes me happy that a girl from my class is coming to the cafe. With it being so far from the school, we've been trying to appeal to a younger crowd. It'd be nice if Caramella became a local spot where everyone could hang out and relax. And there's still no CG. As usual, we managed to get through another day at Caramella without much fuss. When I calculate the sales, I notice the numbers are down significantly compared to the summer, which had been quite busy. Although now that I think about it, it's always like this. Yeah, instead of comparing the numbers from now till the summer, you should compare the numbers of today to pre-summer holiday numbers, right? What was it like around noon today?
午前からお昼の間は 近くの常連さんが多かったわよ。あとは夏休みも終わったから、若いお客様はさすがに減ってたわね。
Right. I guess things are back to normal now.
そうね。でも若い子が減った分、近所の常連さんが多くて、ゆっくりくつろいでくれてた気がする。
Having too many young people in the cafe makes it hard for them to take it easy, huh?
確かにそういうところはあると思う。広い年代のお客様に同時にゆっくりしてもらうのって難しいことだしね。でも誰にとっても居心地のいい場所を作れるように努力していくことが大事なんじゃないかな。
It might be selfish of me to say this, but I want Caramella to be a place that's loved by people of all ages. But as Chisato said, it's not as easy as it looks. What does a comfortable space even look like?
その手の答えはね、そう簡単に出ないと思うわ。大事なのは焦らないことよ。
Yeah, you're absolutely right. All I can do is nod whenever Chisato taps me on the shoulder and tells me what to do. I'm sure I'm not the only one who wants to make Caramella a comfortable place for everyone. Without a doubt, my grandma and co-workers feel the same way. We all love Caramella. Besides, it's not like the number of customers have gone down or anything. We're just back to our usual routine. It's not something I need to worry about right now. There's no need to rush.
さあ、それじゃあ片付けも明日の準備も終わったし、私はそろそろ帰るわね。朝輝くんも悩みすぎず、早く寝るようにね。
Got it. Thank you, Chisato. And thanks again for all your hard work today. He's right though. I have to do what I can, little by little, to make Caramella a comfortable place. A few days after the new term began, a big event awaited. The sports festival. I was waiting for it. To be honest, it's a bit depressing to have a sports festival at this time of year, when the weather's so hot. Luckily, I'm not that good with physical activities, so I probably won't be chosen for the relay race.
はーい。それじゃあ体育祭の出場種目を決めていくんで、協力よろしくお願いします。
Anna, the leader of the class, is at the podium skillfully leading the lively students.
じゃあまずは立候補から。出たい種目がある人は手を挙げてください。
Anna assigns everyone their sport, without forcing anyone to do anything they don't want to. Wow. That was it. The process of deciding is over before I know it, thanks to her leadership skills. I decided to take part in the tug of war, but maybe I should be on the sidelines cheering everyone on instead. So he's doing tug of war again, like in Richard's route. I'm scheduled to work with Rira and Richa. Not that busy, so we're chatting. Of course, the conversation ends up being about the sports festival.
大木沢くんは綱引きに選ばれたんですね。大人数の競技だから盛り上がりますよね。
Yeah, and Rich is doing the relay race and Rhea is doing the scavenger hunt. What's different? What's new? It's more like I ended up in it because I was last.
リセちゃんはリレーに選ばれたんだよね。私は借り物競争になっちゃったけど。
Who would have guessed? Oh, really? You must be a fast runner if you're in the relay race, Chionomiya.
そこまで速いとは自分で思ってないんですけど、体を使うのは好きなんです。でも、選ばれたからには頑張ります。
Yeah, considering you still lose... never mind. Yeah, try not to push yourself too hard. I'm sure you'll have practice sessions and stuff.
はあ、借り物競争どうしよう。大丈夫だよリラちゃん。心配しなくても何かあったら私が力になるからね。うん、ありがとうリセちゃん。
I wonder if the scavenger hunt will be hard.
難しいお題が出たらどうしようかと思って今から不安で、それに知らない人に声をかけることになったらって思うとそれも心配だから。
Ah, gotcha. It's not that she isn't good at sports. Instead, she feels uncomfortable with the idea of asking someone to let her borrow something for the hunt. Now that I think about it, she was shy during her interview here at Caramella. She still is.
リラちゃんは心配しすぎだよ。競争なんだからすぐに見つかる簡単なものを借りるだけだよ。
Oh.
それが不安なのに、真っ先にリセちゃんに借りに行ってもいい？わかった。どんなものが来ても大丈夫なようにいろんな道具を用意しておくからね。
If there's anything I can help you with, I'll be here too. You don't need to rely only on Shinomiya.
あ、はい。大木沢くんもお願いするかもしれません。ありがとうございます。
Yura smiles anxiously. Well, at least she seems more relieved than before.
ほほう、気づけば体育祭の季節ですな。
Why do you sound so creepy?
暦ではもう秋ですからね。スポーツの秋、いい響きですな。
That doesn't make sense.
リシェちゃんやリラちゃんが頑張っている姿、応援したいものですが。
それは当然。だがカルメラのみんなに迷惑をかけることはタブー。
その通り。カルメラの有料客として今の関係を崩すことは言語道断。
Well, at least they can display some self-restraint, I guess. For a moment I thought I heard something. Then I realized that I shouldn't have to worry about those two. They're more polite than any of our other customers, and they love the 4 part-timers.
お水のおかわりはいかがですか？
ありがとうリシェちゃん。お願いします。体育祭頑張ってね。
ささやかながら自分たちも応援しているので。
はい、いつも優しいお言葉ありがとうございます。
おお今日の一番もらいました。
明日からの活力になる。
Yeah, just as I thought. There's no need to worry about them.
いらっしゃいませ。あれ、シエルちゃんとコロンちゃん。こんにちはリラ先輩。今日はお客様として来ました。すみません、お邪魔ではないでしょうか。シエルちゃんがどうしても行きたいというものですから。大丈夫、邪魔じゃないよ。ですよね、店長。
Of course. And let me lead you to your table.
やったー！お兄ちゃん、ありがとうございます。
After I guide them to their seats, Ciel quickly starts to eye the menu. Codon looks a little nervous. Hold on. There aren't that many customers here today, so you don't need to worry.
はい、ありがとうございます、朝木先輩。
two were hanging out together earlier today, right? What were you two up? What were you up to? Up to?
体育祭の出場種目決めが少し長引いてしまったんです。
Oh, I see. So what did you guys end up deciding on?
私は障害物競争です。1位を狙いますよ。
Okay, so the real question is, who's CG? Unless they're both in the obstacle race. Whose CG are we going to see? Oh wow. You're so motivated. Well, good luck. How about you, Cordon?
私は大縄跳びとムカデ競争と大玉転がしと。
What? You want to do all that? Is that too much?
人が足りない種目に入っていたら気づいたらこんなことに。でも頑張りますよ。
I see. I'm worried that you're biting off more than you can chew. Take care. Take care of yourself and don't get hurt, okay?
はい、気をつけます。でも頑張るので大丈夫です。多分。
That doesn't really sound like a good sign. But I guess I should worry about myself first. The sweltering heat of summer beginning to fade signals the start of the seasons gradually shifting. The days pass, and before I know it, it's time for the sports festival. For one final time. Never mind, not yet. We have homeroom just as usual in the morning, except everyone has already changed into their gym clothes.
うちのクラスの待機場所は校庭の正面のちょっと右側になるからね。体育祭の種目が行われているときはみんなで応援するように。
The head of the class committee, Nana, instructs everyone in her usual cheerful manner. Everyone nods back, responding to Nana with enthusiasm.
あとお昼は決まりはないからみんな好きな場所でランチにしてね。
Speaking of which, a few days ago the student council recommended that everyone bring their own lunch because they anticipated that the cafeteria would be packed. I didn't bring my lunch though, so I guess I'll have to buy something later. Once all the students are in the schoolyard, they announce the start of the school festival. Now, one final time. After that, the students return to their seats, prepare for their competitions, cheer on the fellow classmates, and do whatever else they felt like doing.
大木沢くん、お邪魔していいですか？
Oh, hey, Shinomiya and Niwasaka. Let's see, this time he said both last names. Did you come to see me?
待機時間だったので様子を見に。
The two of them are here to see how I'm doing, but they seem a little nervous being in a different class seat, being in a different class's seats. I can imagine being a bit restless, waiting for your competition to start. The relay race is last, right?
はい、そうなんです。リラちゃんもまだなんだよね。うん、借り物競争も午後からだから。
Osaka, is it just me or are you really nervous?
はい、少しみんなの前に出て競技するのですごく落ち着かなくて。
You're going to be fine. Don't don't think too hard. If you just go and borrow the things that are written down, it'll be over before you know it. Tell her not to be nervous, but I wonder if that's really helping.
そうですね。余計なことは考えずにやってみようと思います。リラちゃん、ほら、大木沢くんもこう言ってますし、私のことも信じてやっちゃいましょう。やっちゃいます。
It seems like an event like this does a number on people who don't like performing in front of crowds. Even though I managed Caramella, it wasn't until recently that I got used to working in front of a crowd, so I can sympathize. Oh, looks like the first years are about to start their competitions.
背が低くて可愛いのはシエルちゃんですね。
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You're right. With that hairstyle, you can pick her out from a mile away. Also, the blonde hair, you know, a rarity in Japanese people. Ciel's tiny, but she's got a distinct aura around her. That's probably why it's easy to spot her from a distance. By aura, you mean blonde hair? And then, yes. By the way, didn't she say she was doing the obstacle course? There's a balance beam and a net set up in the schoolyard. It seems that you need to get through the obstacles and aim for the goal. We had something like that in elementary school, but it was surprisingly difficult to get first place.
シエルちゃん、頑張ってー。
I don't even know if she can hear us, but Richa is waving her arms and cheering.
頑張ってシエルちゃん、応援してるよ。
Her quiet voice doesn't travel far at all, but even Rira is cheering for her. Ciel, you've got this in the bag. Once the words leave my mouth, I feel a wave of shame wash over me. Cheering someone on loudly is embarrassing. You got that right. But it's completely unacceptable to think like this while working in the hospitality industry. As a manager, I want to do the best that I can to support my employees. Ciel, eyes on the prize. You can do this. With an even louder voice, I encourage Ciel. After a while, the competition starts. The races line up, and at last, Ciel gets to go. The loud bang of the gun signals the start of the race, and a second later, Ciel begins to run extremely fast.
シエルちゃん、早いですね。
She easily got through the first obstacle, the balance beam. Next obstacle requires her to crawl under the net on all fours. And she does that unbelievably quickly as well. It helps that she's small. Wow, people usually get tangled up in there, right?
はい。網が絡まるよりも早く、網の下をくぐり抜けてるみたいです。
Yeah, it's probably because they're taller than her. How is that even possible? But wait, haven't I seen that somewhere before? Is that Pamu? The way Ciel moves reminds me of the hamster Pamu. She's been training. It's like fucking Toph with the moles in the Last Airbender. Except Ciel trained with a hamster. I'm starting to think that Ciel really is from another planet.
ダントツですね。このままなら1位確実ですよ。みんなが遅く感じる。それくらい早いです。
At long last, Ciel is announced as the winner of the race. She's leaps and bounds ahead of everyone else. Bro, where's the fucking CGs, man? After that, she's surrounded by her classmates who exchange high fives with her. I can't believe it. She said that she was going to get first place, and she actually did. Ciel's victory raises everyone's spirits. After that, the first years continued their competitions, and eventually it's Cordon's turn.
コロンちゃんも頑張ってますね。チームプレーが多いですけど、みんなと息ぴったりです。
Okay, so we didn't get a CG of CL, but surely we'll get one of Cordon, right? Yeah. They all seem to love Cordon, huh?
クラスの人気者ですね。私もあんな風に頑張れたらいいんだけど。できるできる。リラちゃんが頑張って走り終えたら、私が一番にギューってしちゃいます。それは嬉しいような、恥ずかしいような。
Cute. Oh, come on. I feel like they're always so touchy-feely with each other. Maybe Rira feels embarrassed because she's in front of everyone at the sports festival. Watching the first years do their thing makes me want to try harder.
そうですね。私たちが出番の時もシエルちゃんとコロンちゃんが見ているかもですし、気が抜けません。
Like like Richard said, I can't afford to lose face in front of them. Wait. Yeah. Excuse me? After the morning competitions end, it's time for lunch. Great, yeah, we didn't even get to see Cordon's any of them. Okay, so surely this time we'll get to see one of the characters, right? TGs. Due to today being a special occasion, they've allowed us to eat in the schoolyard. First, I really need to go buy lunch, but suddenly the image of Ciel and Cordon's efforts pops into my head. Ciel was, with a lack of a better word, amazing, and Cordon also did well in several of the competitions. Watching those two give it their all makes me want to congratulate them in person.
兄ちゃんです。何してるんですか？朝木先輩、お疲れ様です。これからお昼ですか？
Ciel and Cordon approached me just as I was planning to head over to them. I didn't prepare my own lunch, so I was about to go get something to eat.
コロンちゃん、これはグッドタイミング。本当だね。
What's going on?
さっきシエルちゃんと朝木先輩と一緒にお昼食べたいねって話してたんです。
We're gonna get a CG of eating lunch with both of them. You know, maybe I should stop getting my hopes up.
お兄ちゃん、今日はなんと私もコロンちゃんもお弁当持参なのです。
They have been fully disappointed multiple times today. I see. Did you make them all on your own?
はい、手作りなんとか弁当です。愛妻弁当？
What?
シエルちゃん、愛妻弁当は奥さんが旦那さんのために愛を込めて作るものだから全然違うよ。じゃあ妹がお兄ちゃんのために作るお弁当はなんていうのかな。愛に妹と書いて曖昧弁当？そんな言葉聞いたことないけど、とにかく一緒にお昼を食べませんか、朝木先輩。
Oh, right. Of course, I haven't bought anything yet. So I'll just go grab.
大丈夫。お兄ちゃんの分もたっぷりあるので問題なしです。私も少しなら分けられますので、朝木先輩が良ければですけど。
I feel bad, but if you're willing to share. I never expected this. Is it really okay for me to eat their food? I feel really guilty, but at the same time I don't want to let them down. Oh, since you two are letting me have some of your lunch, I'll go get us drinks. What do you think?
ありがとうございます。それじゃあ、お言葉に甘えて、私は無糖の紅茶でお願いします。ほうじ茶ください。
I won't make it back in time if I have to make the drink at Caramella. Is there anything else you want?
ほーい。それじゃあ、お茶なら何でも大丈夫です。
Got it. I'll be back. Mitosis. Never mind. I quickly run to buy the drinks, and when I come back, Rira and Rich are there. Whoa, everyone's here.
お兄ちゃん、おかえりなさい。大げ沢くん、おかえりなさい。みんな考えることは同じですね。一緒にお昼を食べませんか？今日はリセちゃんのお弁当がたくさんあるから、みんなで食べるのがいいなと思って。
Oh, that's what you mean. Well, if you insist.
もちろんです。みんなで食べられるようにたくさん用意してきたので。はい、みんなで食べるときっとお弁当がもっと美味しくなりますね。じゃあみんなで移動です。どこがいいかな。中庭？
I'm worried it might be crowded, but let's take a look. While we move to our spot, I'm going to buy drinks for Rira and Richa. Initially, I thought that the courtyard was going to be packed, but I'm surprised to find that it was largely empty. Everyone seems to be using the schoolyard instead.
ベンチが空いてますけど、シートを敷いてみんなで座った方がいいかもしれませんね。
Yeah, that's a great idea. Especially since we have a ton of stuff with us.
リラちゃん、シートを敷くから手伝って。うん、わかった。なんだかピクニックみたいだね。ワクワクする。
You're absolutely right. It does feel like a picnic. Finally! I'm satisfied. Everyone sits around passing lunchboxes to each other on the blanket that Vera and Rich laid out. It's a beautiful sight. Yeah, 4 cute girls, 2 already completed routes, and then the other 2 still haven't still haven't picked 2 out of the 2.
お兄ちゃん、食べたいの教えてください。おすすめは唐揚げとパムチャン風ミニオムレツです。
Hang on, I need to see this. Yeah, that she actually made fucking Pamu mini omelets. Pamu? What flavor is that? Oh wait, I guess it's all about the shape. Okay, let's split whatever you just suggested.
私は和食多めですけど、嫌いじゃなければ朝木先輩もどうぞ。
Koron hesitates as she shows me her lunch. Unlike Ciel, it seems as though she packed a healthy-looking lunch with dried daikon radish, some sort of fish, and other typical Japanese lunch items. I saw dai, and I immediately thought of daifuku and almost said it. Really? Okay, I'll have a little. Hang on. That is definitely some sort of fish. I use a lunchbox lid as a plate for all of the side dishes.
大げさわくん、私のもどうぞ。早く食べないとお皿がいっぱいになっちゃいますよ。
As Richard says that, she puts a thick chunk of rolled omelette on my plate. Right, let's eat.
いただきます。
15 minutes have passed. It seems we don't really have much time to relax.
おにぎりもたくさんあるので、どうぞ。
Wait, what did you put in here?
リセちゃん、このおにぎりって？あ、このおにぎりは混ぜご飯風にしてあるんです。今、扇沢くんが食べようとしてるのはおかかまぶしですね。
I see. It's delicious.
リセちゃんのお弁当、おいしい。ありがとう、リラちゃん。シエルちゃんとコロンちゃんのも美味しそうだよね。あ、そうです。お兄ちゃん、お弁当美味しいですか？
Really tasty. I feel like I'm in heaven. Getting to eat so much delicious food is a dream come true.
朝木先輩、鮭の照り焼きはいかがですか？今が旬なので美味しいと思います。
Thanks. I'll try some. As I bite into a small piece of the salmon, a rich, gentle sweetness fills my mouth. Oops. The salmon is boneless, making it easy to eat. Not only that, but the seasoning is also well made. This is amazing. Proper Japanese seasoning is really hard to make. You have a gift, Koron. Proper Japanese seasoning is really hard to make. But you're in Japan.
そんなことはコツをつかめば簡単です。
What do you mean by proper Japanese seasoning?
和食ですか。私は和食っぽいのがそんなにないです。
You shouldn't feel bad at all. Your lunch was really good too, Ciel. Both of them tasted delicious in their own ways.
じゃあ、パムちゃん風ミニオムレツとコロンちゃんの鮭の照り焼き、どっちが美味しいですか？
Is this how you choose the route?
シエルちゃん、そんなこと言っても、朝木先輩のことだからどっちも美味しいって言うんじゃない？
Wow, she just stole my line.
それは認められません。どっちがお兄ちゃんのお口にあったか教えてください。妹としては重要なことです。
Which one's better? Huh? Which one's better, huh? I scratched my head. as the two choices run through my mind. If I have to pick, I might as well be honest and choose the tastier dish. It's a less troublesome. It'll be less troublesome in the long run. Nah, you cannot tell me this is actually how you choose the route. Crazy. And since I already said who I was gonna go for last, then I may as well stick to my answer and go with cordon first. So, yeah, the teriyaki salmon was better. I'm going to have to go with cordon's teriyaki salmon.
そうですか。ありがとうございます。
Cordon grows flustered and blushes a bright red after being complimented on her food. I did not almost burp. Man, she's cute when she's like this. Japanese food is hard to make on your own. Maybe that's why it tastes extra good. Yeah, but that's because of the teriyaki sauce. So, you know.
なるほど。確かに一人だと手軽に作れるものにしてしまいますよね。悔しい。でもコロンちゃんのお弁当美味しいからわかります。
Ciel, if you just listen to me, I already told you that I chose cordon first because I'm saving you for last. Your omelet rice. Your omelet rice. Wait, what? Your omelet was delicious too, Ciel. May I have some more?
ありがとうお兄ちゃん。もちろんです。たくさん食べてください。
Yeah, but complimenting Ciel now doesn't change anything because I've already locked in the route.
シエルちゃん、コロンちゃん、私もいただいていい？どうぞ、お口に合えばいいんですが。はい、どんどん食べてください。あ、コロンちゃんもだよ。ありがとう、シエルちゃん。私のもたくさん食べてね。交換。あ、リラ先輩もどうぞ。ありがとう。二人のお弁当もすごく美味しい。やったー！ありがとうございます。
You're so loud.
ありがとうございます。庭坂先輩と塩宮先輩にそう言ってもらえると嬉しいです。
Cordon breaks into a grin as everyone compliments her. If only I could eat a delicious dish like this every day, I would die happy.
何を言ってるんですか？
I mean it. Your food was delicious. Your food's so delicious that I could eat it every day.
わかります。すごく美味しいです。
See? Even Ciel agrees with me.
もうそろそろ食べ終わらないと午後の競技が始まりますよ。二人とも急いで。
Yeah, but you know, we've already gone through that we've already gone through that part twice. I know. Ciel, let's pick up the pace.
私たちも急いで食べなくちゃ。後片付けもしなくちゃいけないもんね。もっとゆっくり食べたかったけど。
Heeding Cordon's advice, everyone hurriedly eats their lunches and starts to clean up. What? It just cut. Great. So we're done cleaning up. And our break is over. Guess this is where we part ways.
はい、お弁当美味しかったから午後も頑張ります。私も頑張ります。リレーもあるし、しっかりしなくちゃ。 私も借り物競争あるから頑張らないと。
You'll be fine. Hold on. Thank you for today. Try not to push yourself too hard this afternoon.
いえ、お礼を言われるほどのことではないですので。でも午後も頑張ります。暑いですから朝木先輩も気をつけて頑張ってくださいね。それじゃあ失礼します。
Thanks. See you, Cordon. As I say my goodbyes, Cordon bows her head and runs off. I had a delicious lunch, so I can't excuse any poor performance on my part this afternoon. With the competitions underway, everyone participates in their respective races to the best of their abilities. Even I put in modest effort with tug of war. Speaking of competitions, Cordon joined a bunch of them this afternoon as well.
コロンちゃん、やったね。1位だよ。みんなが応援してくれたからだよ。ありがとう。
For a while, Cordon is bombarded by her friends who give her high fives and words of encouragement. I mean, sure, she's in a lot of races, but you can tell that she's also naturally close with everyone.
コロンちゃん、まだ他の競技も出るんだっけ？
もうちょっと残ってる。最後まで頑張らないとね。無理はしないようにね。でも頑張って。また大きな声で応援してる。ありがとう。最後まで頑張るから。
Cordon's two friends, who had previously come to visit the cafe, smile as she grabs another victory. Oh, she's used to being surrounded by them. All the competitions have finished for the day, and the sports festival ends without a hitch. Yelling Cordon's class ends up topping everyone else in the overall class rankings. I wonder if it's because Ciel Cordon's efforts. I don't know why they had to do a fade. I don't know why they had to do a fade out for that part. Wait, is that Ciel?
お兄ちゃんです。
I'm going to head straight home after changing into fresh clothes, but the lone sight of Ciel catches my eye. Where are the others? What about Cordon?
コロンちゃんは宴会で後片付けをやっているのでまだなんです。
Oh, I see. That's why you're alone. Speaking of which, I saw other students cleaning up the school grounds. Cordon must be exhausted having to clean up after doing all those competitions and all. All of those competitions and all. It shouldn't take that long, right? Let's wait for her together. Yeah, we can chat about the sports festival on the way home. So I wait with Ciela for a little while.
シエルちゃんに朝木先輩。コロンちゃん片付け終わった？終わったけどどうして2人で一緒にいるの？
Ciel was waiting for you all alone, so I decided to keep her company.
そうだったのです。終わったなら一緒に帰り
もまだ着替えないといけないから先に帰っててくれてもいいよ。
せっかく待ってたし、着替え終わるまで待ってるよ。
Yeah, don't worry. I'll wait with her.
それじゃあすぐに着替えてくるから待っててください。
Don't rush. Take your time.
急いで、でも焦らず着替えてきます。
Cordon rushes off to get changed, leaving the two of us to wait. I'm still worried she's rushing things. After we wait a bit, Cordon returns.
お待たせしました。
待ってないから大丈夫だよ。
Yeah, no worries. You two don't have any shifts scheduled, right? Do you plan on heading straight home?
どうしようか。シエルちゃんはもう家に帰っちゃう？
あんまり考えてませんでした。
Right. Then what do you say we all go to Caramella?
いいんですか？お邪魔になったりは。
I'm sure you won't.
じゃあ行こう、コロンちゃん。甘いものが食べたいです。
そうだね。それじゃあ今日はカルメラでゆっくりさせてもらってから帰ります。
And just like that, I walk the two of them to Caramella. Not gonna lie, this is surprisingly refreshing.